Hello children, this is your Nalina ma'am. Today I'll come with a beautiful folk tale. This folk tale by South Indian folk tale. Already in the previous classes I told you what is folk tale. Folk tale, the stories are not written anybody but it has spread by mouth to mouth of the people. So today we will discuss about the lesson The White Elephant. Okay children, let's see the lesson. See, in this story, in this play, we can find many characters. So, I will introduce the character, storyteller 1, storyteller 2, storyteller 3, Shankar. Shankar is the Raja's chief gardener. Gardener, that means Mali, okay. She's look after the Raja's garden. So, Shankar is the Raja's chief gardener. Then Lakshmi. Lakshmi is Shankar's wife. Then Airavata. Airavata is a white elephant. That white elephant is called as Airavata. Okay. Please listen, children. In Indian mythology, we call Airavata. It is a vehicle of Lord Indra. Okay. Indra used this white elephant to ride. So Airavata is the vehicle of Lord Indra. Then Lakshmi's friend. Lakshmi's friend's friend and husbands of some women. So in this story, we can find this much of characters. So let us start the lesson by first scene. So the scene 1. So where we can find the scene 1? The Raja's garden with Shankar and Lakshmi's cottage in one corner. Shankar is working in Raja's garden. Lakshmi is inside. So the first scene happened in the Raja's garden. I already told you the Shankar, he was the chief gardener of Raja's garden. So in this Raja's garden with Shankar and Lakshmi, the Shankar and Lakshmi, husband and wife, they are living in a cottage. That cottage is also is one of that cottage is in the corner of the garden. Okay, we can find the cottage in the one corner of the Raja's garden. Then Shankar is working in the Raja's garden. So when the story open, so first scene we can find that Shankar is working in the Raja's garden and Lakshmi is inside the cottage. Storyteller 1 started to explain about the story. Shankar is the Raja's chief gardener. I told you Shankar is the Raja's chief gardener, chief Mali, chief worker. He lives in a cottage in corner of the garden with his wife Lakshmi. So where was the Shankar was living? The Shankar was living in a cottage and he is living with his wife Lakshmi. So where is that cottage? The cottage we can find in the one corner of the Raja's garden. Then storyteller 2. He works from dawn to dusk, looking after flowers beds, leaves and trees. So the Shankar was working from dawn to dusk. Dawn is early morning and the dusk is the evening. Okay, before the night. That time we call it as dusk. So the Shankar works from the morning to till the evening. So he works from dawn to dusk, from the morning to evening. And what is his work? So he's look after the flower plants and leaves and trees of the gardens. Then storyteller 3. He waters the flowers, weeds the beds, digs, rakes, then sweeps the leaves and trim the hedges. So what is the work of the Shankar? So Shankar firstly he waters the plants of the garden. He waters the flowers, weeds the bed. Weeds the bed means he will remove the unwanted plants from the garden. So weeds the bed means he remove unwanted plants from the garden. Then digs, rakes. Rakes is a tool which used to clean the garden, clean the garden's leaves. That is called rakes. It is a tool that we use in the garden. And also he sweeps the leaves and trim the hedges. Trim is to cut the bushes on a level. So a row of a bushes or small trees planted close together. So that also he will trim that. He will cut that. Then Shankar walking to the cottage and speaking to Lakshmi. What day? I am so tired. So already we know that Shankar is working from morning to till evening. So he is coming back to cottage and he is speaking with his wife and he told that, so what day today? I am very much tired. He gets into bed. Daylight changes to moonlight. So he told his wife that he was so tired and he went to bed. So now day turned into as moonlight, because up to dusk, up to evening, he has worked in the garden. Now it is night. Why can't I sleep? Now the Shankar think that why can't I sleep? So shall I sleep? He tosses and turns, simply moving that side and this side. Then Airavata arrives in the garden and begins plucking and nibbling the grass. So when Shankar thought to sleep, he go to bed, but did not get the sleep. So simply he is moving this side and thus moving that side and this side. But also on that time, Airavata arrive in the garden. So Airavata come to the garden and it also started plucking and nibbling the grass. So when see when he thought that he want to sleep, so that time the Airavata, the white elephant, has come to the garden and it begins to plucking and nibbling the grass. Plucking is to remove. Plucking is just removing something. That is called plucking. He plucking and also he nibbling to take small bites something. That means the Airavata has started removing something from the garden and also it started eating. Shankar, oh, it's midnight. I haven't had a wink of sleep. So Shankar thought, oh, already it is midnight. Why I haven't had a wink of sleep? A wink is a small amount of sleep is called wink. So already it is midnight, but Shankar did not get a small amount. He did not slept. So sitting up, looking out the window. So when he did not get the sleep, he get up and sitting up and he just looking out of the windows. So what he saw out of the window? A huge white elephant. I have never seen a white elephant before. So when the Shankar did not get his sleep, so he get up and looked towards the window, out of the window. So he saw a big elephant. So that much of big elephant he have never seen in that white elephant before. So now the storyteller one started to explain the story. Shankar remembered stories his mother had told him when he was a boy. Now when he saw a big and a white elephant, so the Shankar as remembering when he was a boy, when he was a young, what are the stories mother has told. So the storyteller too, she told about the gods who dwelt in heaven. What was the mother told that? So mother told about many gods, those who are living in heaven. So dwelt is to live somewhere, to live somewhere. So now, when the Shankar saw a big white elephant, he started to remembering what are the stories mother has told him. So, okay. So, what mother told? She told about the gods and also told, she told that who dwelt in heaven, those, the people are, which are to live in a heaven. She told many about many goddess and gods and they are living in a heaven. Then storyteller 3, Indra, their king, rode Airavata, a beautiful white elephant. So Indra is called as king of gods. Okay. So mother has also told him that the Indra, the king of all the gods, he will ride Airavata, a beautiful white elephant. So Airavata, a beautiful white elephant, is the vehicle of Indra. Who is Indra? Indra is the king of all the gods. Okay. Because of that only he is called as Devendra, because he is the king of all the gods. Then Shankar, this must be Airavata. If I hold on his tail, he will take me back with him and I will see the wonders of heaven. So when mother told us that all the gods are living, where they are living? They are living in heaven. So now the Shankar thought that, okay, this must be Airavata because it is a big and a white elephant. So if I hold his tail, he will take me with him and I will see the wonders of heaven. Heaven, Swarga. Okay. What is the opposite of heaven? Hell. Okay, children. So when Shankar thought about the Airavata, he decided that if I hold his tail, he will take me to the heaven. So he tiptoes out and hides behind a tree near Airavata. Then he come out of his cottage and very silently tiptoes. Tiptoes is to walk on your toes with your heels of the ground. Okay, just very silently, very quietly, he is walking towards the garden and he hide himself behind a tree near Airavata. Then storyteller one. Airavata eats the tender leaves of the sapling. So Airavata eats tender leaves of the sapling. So what is tender leaves? Tender leaves is a easily broken small plants. Okay. So Airavata eats the easily broken small plants, small saplings. Then storyteller two. He eats the half ripe fruit of the mango tree, and also the Airavata eats the half ripe fruit from the mango tree, that not fully ripe, but it is half ripe fruit from the mango tree. Then storyteller 3. Shankar waits and does not protest, for he wants to go to heaven. So though Shankar saw that the elephant is eating mangoes and eating some small tender leaves of saplings, but he did not protest. Why he did not protest? Because he wants to go to heaven. So dawn is breaking. Dawn is early morning. Early morning is called as dawn. So now it is coming to dawn. Airavata trumpeting. What is trumpeting? The sound. What is the sound the elephant will make? That called trumpeting. It started trumpeting like oh 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 oh. Shankar. It's time for Airavata to leave. He runs and grasps Airavata's tail. When the Airavata has started to trumpeting, so now the Shankar told himself that yes, it is the time to Airavata to leave. Then he runs and hold the tail of the Airavata. Okay, children. First scene. Are you understand first scene? The first scene. Shankar is a chief gardener of the Raja's garden. So one night he did not get sleep. So he was sitting and looking towards the window. Then he saw a big elephant, a huge big white elephant that arrived to the garden. Then he thought that that is a Airavata, that is the vehicle of Lord Indra. If I hold the tail, it will take me to heaven. Then, so when the dawn started to breaking, so where Shankar has hold the animal's tail. Then we have to move to second scene, where the second scene is going on in the garden of heaven. Okay. So storyteller 1, Airavata rose like a bird. Just listen, children. See Airavata simply flying on a air. Then storyteller 2. He flew high above the clouds, and also he flew high above the clouds. Then storyteller 3. Shankar looked down when the Airavata is flew high above the clouds. So Shankar is holding his tail. Simply he looked down. Shankar, the Raja's garden is just a speck, that is a very small pot from the above of the clouds. The garden of the Raja's gardens look like a very small spot. So, and now we have landed. After some time, they are landed in a heaven. He lets go of Airavata tail. Now he lets go out of the Airavata tail. This must be paradise. What is paradise? A perfect place to live. What the people are thinking that after the death, the good mans will go on paradise because of their good deeds. Okay, that is the perfect place to live after our die. Okay, if we are a good people, we will people think that if we are a good people, we will go to paradise. So he walks around. Okay, children. Then Shankar, oh, what a beautiful garden. When the Shankar was in the heaven's garden, he talking himself that, oh, what a beautiful garden. Shankar spent the day touching the leaves. So whole day, the Shankar spent whole day in that heaven, in that garden. Storyteller 2, looking at the flowers and tasting the delicious fruit. So whole day, Shankar has spent whole day in that garden. He touching the leaves and looking to the beautiful pretty flowers and also tasting a very delicious fruit in the heaven garden. Then Shankar, what enormous trees? Enormous trees means extremely very big and a large trees. Enormous, extremely large, extremely big trees. 10 times larger than those on earth. So Shankar started describing about the heaven's garden, that he told that what enormous trees 10 times larger than those on earth. So the how much bigger the trees are in heaven, they're enormous big. They are 10 times larger than the trees on the earth. The flowers are 10 times as pretty. So usually the flowers are pretty, but heaven's flowers is 10 times more than pretty. Okay, the fruits is 10 times as tasty, and fruits also it is 10 times more tasty than fruits of earth. So now the sun started to set. Oh, Lakshmi, you will be worrying about me when it is starting sunset. So now the Shankar is remembering his wife and his house. Now he started, oh, Lakshmi will be maybe worrying about me. Then stopping and thinking. Sometimes he stopped and think. Then I will take her something, a present from heaven. So he thought about, okay, I'm come to heaven. So remembrance of this, I want to take something for Lakshmi, a present, a gift. Okay, you want to take something, something for a Lakshmi from the heaven. This areca nut is as large as a coconut. Then he found areca nut. Areca adike. Okay, so he found areca nut in a large as a coconut. So how much large that areca nuts? It was large as a coconut. Okay, so and this betel leaf is as big as banana leaf. So betel leaves also so big as a banana leaf. So he decided to take areca nut and also betel leaves for his wife. Then Airavata started trumpeting because Airavata is ready to go again for Raja's garden. So it started trumpeting like ho ho ho. Then storyteller 1, Shankar ran and again he hold Airavata's tail. Okay, so when the Airavata started trumpeting, so the Shankar ran and hold the Airavata's tail. So the second scene as closed. Now we have to come to scene number 3. So this scene number 3 happened in the cottage and the village street. Okay, so storyteller 2. In a few minutes, Shankar was back in the Raja's garden. So after a few minutes, the Airavata again come to Raja's garden. So Shankar also come back to Raja's garden. Storyteller 3. He rushed home to his life. So when they come to the Raja's garden, so he ran to the home. Then Lakshmi very angrily, she asked, where have you been all this time? So Lakshmi become very angry because she worried about her husband. So she asked, where have you been all this time? So Shankar, don't be angry. See what I have brought you. Then he gives her the areca nut and the betel leaves. So when Lakshmi angrily asked Shankar that, where have you been all this time? So Shankar told, don't angry, don't worry. See what I have brought for you. Then he gives her a betel leaf and also areca nuts. Then storytellers. Shankar and Lakshmi loved chewing areca nuts and betel leaves. They like areca nut and betel leaves. Okay. So Shankar and Lakshmi, they also very much they love to chewing areca nuts and betel leaves. Lakshmi, where did you get such a gained sized things? So because I already told you while he explaining about while you want to take areca nut and betel leaves, because the areca nut is as large as coconut and betel leaf is as big as the banana leaves. Okay. So Lakshmi asked, where did you get such a big sized thing? Gain sized, a big sized thing. Shankar, from heaven, of course. Listen, I will tell you what happened. So when Lakshmi asked where you get such a big things, so Shankar started telling her that from heaven. Of course, just listen. I will tell you what happened. Now the Shankar decided to tell what happened. Storyteller 1, Shankar told her the whole story. So Shankar told her whole story, what happened on that night, what he saw in garden, and how he went to heaven. Like that, everything has told to her. Storyteller 2. At first, she did not believe him. Yes, first time when he told story at the beginning, she did not believe it, because no one is believe. If we went heaven and I come back, if I tell something, they will not believe. No, like that. She is also not believe in the beginning, but eventually the nut and the leaf convinced her. But at last, eventually is at the end, at the last, the nut and the leaf, what size of the leaf and the nut, they convinced her. Then Shankar, you must keep this as a secret. Don't tell anybody about this. This is a secret. So you must keep this as a secret and be careful not to tell anyone. What her husband told her to her. So this you must keep as a secret. Don't tell anybody. Be careful not to tell anyone. So Lakshmi, I promised I won't tell. So she told she won't tell anybody. She promised to her husband. Storyteller 1. But Lakshmi liked to talk and she found it difficult to keep her word. So, but Lakshmi always wanted to talk with others. So it is very difficult to keep her words, keeping that story as a secret. Storyteller 2. And when Shankar made another trip to heaven and returned with enormous mangoes. So again Shankar went to another trip to heaven. Again he went to heaven. This time, while he returning back, he brought enormous mangoes. So enormous, a big mangoes, enormous mangoes. Then Lakshmi, this is the most delicious mango I have ever tasted in my life. So the second trip of Shankar to the heaven, he brought enormous mangoes. So Lakshmi, this is the most delicious mango I have ever tasted in my life. So Lakshmi told that it is very delicious, very taste. I never tasted such a kind of fruit. Then Storyteller 3. It was harder still for Lakshmi to keep the secret. It was very difficult to keep that secret. Storyteller 1. From his third visit to heaven, Shankar brought back a gained flower. So again Shankar went to heaven. So his third visit, he brought a big flower, again flower, a big flower. Storyteller 2. Whose fragrance filled the cottage? Fragrance, a pleasant smell, a good smell, a pleasant smell of a flower that filled with that cover the cottage. Shankar goes out and works in the garden. So Shankar brought a flower and he kept in the cottage. But that fragrance, that good smell of that filled the whole house, whole cottage. Then Shankar goes out and he started working. Storyteller 3. Soon after, Lakshmi's friend came visiting. So after some time, very soon, story that Lakshmi's friend came to visit Lakshmi's cottage. Lakshmi's friend sniffing. What wonderful perfume you are using. Where did you get it? While catching that smell. So Lakshmi's friend asked the Lakshmi that, so what a wonderful perfume you are using. So where do you get that perfume? Lakshmi, that's not perfume. It's the fragrance of my gained flower. So when the Lakshmi's friend asked about that fragrance, a good smell, then Lakshmi started to tell her that that is not a perfume, that is a fragrance of a big flower. That is not a that is a fragrance of a gained flower. Then Lakshmi's friend, where did you get it? Lakshmi, Shankar gave it to me. So Lakshmi's friend asked her that where you get that big flower and a very fragrant flower. Then Lakshmi told, Shankar gave it to me. Lakshmi's friend, where did he get it? Lakshmi, after a pause, can you keep a secret? So now can't hold her words now. So she asked her friend, if I tell something, can you keep it as a secret? So Lakshmi's friend, of course I can. Of course I will keep it as a secret. So Storyteller 1. So Lakshmi told her friend whole story. So Now Lakshmi told whole story to her friend. Lakshmi, now promise you won't tell anybody. Now Lakshmi take the promise from a friend that you won't tell anyone. So Lakshmi's friend promised. She promised. Storyteller too. But Lakshmi's friend was a gossip. Gossip is a stories about some other people's lives that maybe not true. Okay, simply that is spreading the no false stories to others. So this Lakshmi's friend is such a kind of lady. She's spreading simply unnecessary news. Okay, false news. So storyteller 3. She hurried away and told her closest friend. Though the Lakshmi's friend told Lakshmi that she will keep it as a secret, but she can't keep it as a secret. She ran away and told her closest friend about the story. Lakshmi's friend promised not to tell anyone. Okay, so then the Lakshmi's friend asked her friend that to don't tell anybody. Then Lakshmi's friend, okay, I will promise. She also promised. Lakshmi's friend also promised Lakshmi's friend that she won't tell anybody anything. Storyteller 1. And so it continued until all the women in the town knew. But after one by one, the secret was started spreading whole town. So it continued until all the women in the town, they knew about the secret. Everybody, they will tell the secret and they will ask the promise that won't tell anybody. Like that, the secret was spreading whole the town. Then they told their husband. So when all the women of that town, they knew about the secret, then they started to tell that their husband. Then storyteller 3. Before long, the whole town knew Shankar's secret. So very short duration. Before long, there is not take much time to spread that news about the Shankar secrets. Storyteller 1. One morning, everybody flocked to the cottage. So one day, everybody gathered. Flocked, someone are gathered to the cottage. Everyone. Shankar, take us on your next trip to heaven. So everybody or every people of that village town, they gathered to the in front of Shankar's cottage and they asked Shankar to you take us next step to heaven. Shankar very angry to Lakshmi. What a fool you are to the villagers. All right, come to the royal garden tonight. So when all the people of the town, they asked the Shankar to take them to the heaven. So he become very angry and he looked towards Lakshmi and told, you are fool. Then he told to villagers that all right, come to the royal garden tonight. So he promised them, okay, I will take you. So today, so all right, you come to royal garden this night. So then scene number 4. The Raja's garden at night and the garden of heaven. So this story will happen in a scene this scene 4, it happened in a Raja's garden at night and a garden of heaven. Storyteller 1. That night there was a strange scene. Storyteller 2. Everyone gathered in the royal garden and hide behind a tree. So on that time there is a strange scene we can find, because all the people of the town, they are gathered in that royal garden and also they hide themselves in a behind the trees. Then storyteller 3. The trees swayed in the wind, but the people were all as still as statues. Airavata arrives and starts eating. So the trees only moving in the windows, only the trees are moving, but the people were as still as statues. Very silently, very kindly, they become statues. They are hide behind the trees. So Airavata arrives. Airavata come to garden and it started to eating. Storyteller 1. Even when Airavata appeared, no one made a sound. So when Airavata come to there, no one has made a sound. Everybody is very quiet and they hide behind the trees. Storyteller 2. They all stood as still as statues until dawn, up to morning. They stood as still as statues, like statues. Up to the dawn, they stand behind the trees. Airavata started trumpeting, ho, ho, ho. Then, storyteller 3, Shankar beckoned. He rushed and grasped the elephant tail. And when the Airavata started trumpeting, so Shankar already know that that is the leaving sound of the departure sound of the elephant. Then he make some signal back on. He giving some signal with the hands. Okay, so he run and hold the elephant's tail. Then storyteller 1, Lakshmi held on to her husband's feet. First, the Shankar was hold the elephant tail. After that, Lakshmi hold her husband's feet. So storyteller 2, her friend held Lakshmi's feet. After that, Lakshmi's friend hold the Lakshmi's feet. Then the friend's husband held his wife's feet. After that, Lakshmi's friend's husband, he hold the feet of her wife. Then another man held his feet. The man's wife held her husband's feet, and so on and so on. So one by one after another, they are holding their feet. So now storyteller 1, Airavata rose into the air with a long chain of men and women trailing after him. The curious woman being the last. So when Airavata rose into the air, we can see a long trailing. A long trailing is a long line, long series. So after one by one, they are holding one by one's feet. So it become like a chain, a long line series as a mark that is left by somebody. So last should be the very curious woman. Very curious, having a strong desire to know something. So curious is having a strong desire to knowing something. So last would be a very curious woman. Okay. So storyteller 2, each one clung to the one above. So each one has hold tightly to somebody. Okay. So first Shankar, then Shankar wife, then wife friend, friend's husband. Like that, everybody is very tightly holding their feet. Okay. So storyteller 3, during the journey, the last woman was dying curiosity. So already told you, in that series, in that chain of holding one by one, the last is the curious woman. She was having the desire of knowing something. Okay. So during the journey, the last woman was, she wanted very much to know anything about that journey. So curious woman told her husband, Lakshmi told us that the heavenly fruit and flowers are very, very big. Ask your friend about to find out how big. So now the curious woman asked her husband that Lakshmi told us that the heavenly fruit and flowers are very, very, very big. So could you ask your friend above you to find out how much it is big? Then storyteller. So the husband asked the man above him. So the husband asked the man above him. So when the curious woman asked her husband to ask your friends that how much the fruit and flowers are big. So storyteller 2, the man asked his wife, who asked the woman above her. So one by one, those who are holding, those who are above, for them one by one they started to asking about. Storyteller 3, the woman asked her husband, who asked the man above him, and so on. Like that, one by one they started to asking those who are above them. Then everyone passing the message to the next person, how big are the fruits and flowers in heaven? So one by one they are simply asking how big are the fruits and flowers in the heaven. So the message reaches Shankar. Shankar is the first man in that chain. So the message passes to the Shankar. Shankar told to Lakshmi, you will see for yourself when we reach the heaven. So Shankar told her wife that when we reach the heaven, you can see yourself. Lakshmi told to her friend, you will see for yourself when we reach the heaven. Like that, this message is also passed one by one. So Shankar told to Lakshmi, Lakshmi told to Lakshmi's friend told to her husband. Okay. Then storyteller 1. And so Shankar's reply moved along the chain to the curious woman at the end. Like this message was reached up to end. We can found a curious woman. So this message was reached to the curious woman. But she wasn't satisfied. She repeated the question again. But this curious woman was not satisfied with that answer. She asked her husband, "How big are the fruits and flower is in heaven? I must know now." So, though Shankar told that when we reach the heaven, you can yourself see how much the flowers and fruits are bigger. But this lady can't satisfied with the answer. Again, she asked, "Now only I want to know the flowers and fruits are how much big." Then storyteller 3. So the question was repeated one more all along the chain until he came to Lakshmi. So one after another, the same question again was repeated once more and along all the chain until it came to Lakshmi. Lakshmi imploring, "Please Shankar, you must tell her immediately how large as the fruits and flowers in heaven." So when it comes to Lakshmi, imploring is talking with emotion. Okay. So Lakshmi asked Shankar with emotion that, "Please Shankar, could you tell me immediately how large the fruits and heaven, flowers in heaven?" Shankar angrily, very angrily, "Each fruit is 10 times as big as a fruit on earth." So very angrily Shankar told that, so every fruit is 10 times bigger than the fruit on earth. The areca nut was this big. So he want to show now how much the fruits and flowers are big. So just he let go of the elephant's tail and he showed that the areca nut was as big as. So storyteller 1, he let go of the elephant tail to demonstrate with his hands, and all people tumbling down from elephant. So when it let go to show, demonstrate to showing with his hands, and all the people tumbling. To tumbling is to fall downwards, often while falling down, hitting the ground several times. Okay, one after one they started to fall down. Okay, so where the Shankar let go of the elephant's tail to show, to demonstrate or to show with his hands. So you have to show using his hands how much it is bigger. So all the people, they fall down one after another, one after another. And storyteller 2, the whole chain of people from Lakshmi down to the curious woman, up to Shankar to Lakshmi, up to curious woman, all were falling down, came down, tumbling down, came tumbling down to the earth. So listen children, so when the curious woman want to know how much the fruits and flowers are big, so when Shankar wanted to show her, so he let go of the elephant's tail. When he let go of the elephant's tail, so everybody was fall down to the earth. Okay, children, I think you understand this beautiful story. Yes, we will meet in the next class.